On 13th June 2025, Flor Patisserie, a beloved Japanese-style cake shop, announced it would be closing its Siglap Drive outlet, ending a 15-year journey. The patisserie, known for its artisanal offerings and community vibe, will serve its final slice on 11th July. The closure comes after a drastic rent hike by the landlord, increasing the monthly rent from 5,400 Singapore dollars to 8,500 Singapore dollars, a 57% rise. In a heartfelt Facebook post, founder Heidi Tan reflected on the shop's journey, saying, "If every year were a chapter, this story would end with 15 chapters. It is time to say goodbye for good." Tan also highlighted the emotional challenge of closing the business, noting that it was not just about cakes, but about connection, creativity, and community. Flor Patisserie's closing is a symbol of the unsustainable rental ecosystem in Singapore, with Tan criticizing the mindset of commercial landlords in a separate post. To them, your craft, your perseverance in offering something fresh, is nothing more than a data point on their rental yield curve, she wrote. She expressed frustration that rents, driven by short-term profit chasing, often become the most crushing operational pressure for small businesses, ignoring the social cost of pushing out local entrepreneurs for greater profits. This sentiment resonated with broader criticisms of the current rental system. Irvin Yu, Chief Strategy Officer of CapitalEnd Group, defended the market dynamics, warning that rent controls could destabilize the F&B sector. He argued that low rents, such as those at hawker centers, often led to erratic operations and weaker customer trust. As a solution, Yu suggested offering temporary development charge relief instead. Amid this growing discontent, the advocacy group Singapore Tenants United for Fairness called for structural reforms to help small businesses survive. They proposed short-term measures like rental caps tied to inflation and long-term solutions, including a national rethink of commercial land use and urban planning. Flor Patisserie's closure is not an isolated case. On the same day, Burp Kitchen Bar announced it would shut down its Bishan Park outlet on 27th July, after 11 years of service. The owners acknowledged the challenges of the current F&B landscape and the emotional impact of the closure on the community. Burp Kitchen's closure follows its Bidok Reservoir outlet closure in 2024. Other notable F&B closures include Four Leaves, which shut its Paya Lebar Square outlet in May, and Tiong Bahru Bakery, which will close its Funan outlet on 22nd June. Tiong Bahru Bakery also plans to pause operations at its flagship Eng Hoon Street outlet in August for renovations. Although retail rents dipped by 0.5% in the first quarter of 2025, as reported by the Urban Redevelopment Authority, the actual situation is grim. Over 450 retail outlets closed each month in early 2025, with more than 3,000 F&B establishments shuttering in 2024, the highest since 2005. A Reuters report from April noted that closures averaged 307 per month from January to April 2025, up from 254 in 2024 and about 230 per month in both 2023 and 2022.